Shore Sports Zone honored the top athletes from the winter sports season at the Sheridan in Eatontown. Let's meet the 2016 All-Zone boys basketball team.
Randy provided one of the great storylines in Shore Conference basketball with a breakthrough 22-4 season headlined by 4 freshmen. Brian Antoine was the leading scorer of the Panthers with 20.6 points per game. The guard made an early impression by scoring 88 points in 3 games to help lead Randy to the Albert E. Martin Buck Classic Tournament title in Little Silver. Antoine has great lateral movement to create turnovers and quickly make an opponent pay by throwing it down. Antoine was a first-team All-Shore selection by the head coaches in Monmouth and Ocean counties. Sean Barksdale helped the Lakewood Piners to an outstanding 21-7 season. The senior delivered 17 points per game along with some eye-popping numbers throughout the year. Barksdale had 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 blocks against Paul VI. Even more impressive was a 35-point 17-board effort against Long Branch. Elijah Barnes transferred to Mater Dei Prep from Central Regional, and he was a big reason for the Seraphs' amazing season. Barnes was named a first-team All-Shore selection by the coaches, recognized as one of the top 5 players in the area. Barnes averaged over 11 points a game and was a menace in the paint, swatting away opponents and delivering some thunderous dunks. In his game against Point Pleasant Beach, he had 7 block shots to go along with 11 points and 7 rebounds. An outstanding student athlete, Barnes should get plenty of attention from college basketball programs as he heads into his senior season. Riley Collins filled it up for Donovan Catholic in his senior year. The Griffins guard reached the 1,000-point mark at Point Pleasant Borough. There were 7 times that Collins scored 20 or more points. Riley was a first-team B-South selection by Shore Conference coaches and helped Donovan Catholic to a solid 14-11 season, winning a round in the state playoffs. Lloyd Daniels was the catalyst for the Colts Neck Cougars, who made school history with its first ever sectional championship. A great scorer who averaged over 18 points a game, Daniels was also great at dishing off to his teammates when many opponents focused on stopping him from getting buckets. He played his best basketball during the Cougars' postseason run. Lloyd was respected for his outstanding play, being named B North Player of the Year and a second-team All-Conference selection by the Shore Conference coaches. Kyle Elliott was a steady scoring force for Mater Dei Prep's 26-2 season. The senior had double-digit scoring in 21 of the Seraphs' 28 games this year. He had a season-high 22 against Neptune and delivered a 17-point effort in Mater Dei's Shore Conference semifinal win against Toms River North. Elliott was a first-team All-B Central selection by the Shore Conference coaches. Freehold Township's Nick Facendo helped lead the Patriots on a tremendous run in the Central Jersey Group 4 state playoffs. Facendo averaged 14.8 points per game and nearly 7 assists a night. The senior shot 81% from the free throw line and was a big reason the Patriots were able to upset Hunterdon Central and reach the sectional finals. Coach Brian Golub says that Nick was the engine of his team and was a hardworking teammate and great captain. Grant Good closed out an outstanding career with the St. John Vianney Lancers, playing at the varsity level for all 4 years. Good averaged 17.5 points per game and topped the 1,000-point plateau. Good had a season-high 36 points against Pemberton and was the Lancers' leading scorer for the past 2 years. Zach Howarth joins Grant Good to represent St. John Vianney on the All-Zone Hoop Squad. The Lancers captain averaged 17 points per game. Shore Sports Zone was there when Howarth had a late fourth-quarter flurry at RBC to reach 1,000 points in his high school career. Howarth scored 20 or more points 8 times this season, helping SJV to a 16-10 record. It's rare for a middle school player to have hype, but Scottie Lewis was in that position, and the Randy freshman proved that the hype was real. Lewis averaged 16 points and 8 rebounds a game, dominating our highlight reels with amazing dunks. Watching Scottie take flight makes it hard to believe that he's only a freshman. Scottie's raw athleticism is as impressive as his ability to sky in the air and haul down rebounds. Lewis had 9 double-doubles this season, and he and fellow freshman Brian Antoine have already picked up major Division I offers and will be 2 of the nation's most coveted recruits 3 years from now. Phil Gatt poured in over 21 points per game for the Toms River East Raiders. He scored at least 15 points in every single game of his junior campaign. SSZ was there for his season-high 36-point performance against Brick Township. Gatt also sank a game-winning shot against Donovan Catholic in the Shore Conference tournament and made 13 straight free throws in a playoff win against Highland. Coach Jim Dempsey calls Phil a rare and unique player who is the best teammate, the hardest worker, and always a leader. CBA's Jack Maguire joins teammate Pat Andre at the SSZ banquet. Maguire averaged over 15 points per game in his senior season, showing a great game in the paint as well as the ability to show great range. At 6'7", Maguire displayed a complete skill set. In the opening round of the state tournament, Maguire delivered a huge moment as he made a steal and the go-ahead basket, followed by a dunk as the Colts avoided an upset against Donovan Catholic. Naiquan McCombs may be the most underrated guard in New Jersey. The modern-day prep senior arrived in Middletown from Cardinal McCarrick and was the floor general who got one of the deepest rosters in New Jersey involved. McCombs was great on the drive and was a three-point threat, scoring 12 points per game. But his calling card was lockdown defense. McCombs helped modern-day prep win the Shore Conference tournament and 2 rounds in the state playoffs. Mike Nicastro is back for a second appearance on our All-Zone Hoops roster. The Toms River North guard was the Mariners' second leading scorer at 13.7 points per game and was once again one of the Shore Conference's top sharpshooters, making 77 three-pointers. Nicastro helped the Mariners run the table to a perfect 14-0 record in A-South play and a 23-5 record overall. Jimmy Panzini was the hard-nosed guard that let the Point Pleasant Beach Garnet Gulls take flight over the last 2 years. SSZ was there for Panzini's season-high 21-point effort against crosstown rival Point Pleasant Borough. The senior was able to use his quickness to create turnovers and was comfortable attacking the rim with great drives in the paint. He helped lead Point Beach to a 16-12 record, playing a tough schedule and reaching the Central Jersey Group 1 semifinals. Manchester's Shavar Reynolds is back for a second appearance on our All-Zone Hoops team. Reynolds was honored with a Monmouth Building Center game ball this season after reaching the 1,000-point plateau in his career. Reynolds was a catalyst for a great 2-year run at Manchester, 19 wins this year and 35 victories over the last 2 seasons. Jack Sheehan emerged as one of the best big game players in the Shore Conference. He averaged 14.6 points and 6 rebounds a game to help Manasquan to a tremendous 24-4 record. Sheehan delivered a performance for the ages in the Shore Conference tournament against Rumson Fairhaven. A pair of 3-point plays helped force overtime against the defending SCT champs. Then he knocked down this clutch shot to force triple overtime. When it was all said and done, Jack scored 35 points in an 80-77 win. Sheehan now heads to the Diamond, where he'll play one more season for the Warriors before getting set to play Division I college baseball at Notre Dame. Lakewood's Amir Tyler has the distinction of being the only athlete to make both our football and basketball banquets this year. Tyler averaged just under 14 points per game for the Piners, teaming up with Sean Barksdale to form a dynamic 1-2 punch. It's time now for Tyler to move on from basketball and begin focus on his other sport. Amir will play Division I football for the Temple Owls this fall. Southern Regional's Payton Wejnert is a 2-time SSZ All-Zone Hoops pick after closing out a stellar high school career, topping 2,000 career points. Wejnert averaged 29.4 points and 11.7 rebounds per game for the Rams. Coach Eric Fierro says that Payton's physical and mental toughness led to Southern's success. The 6'7" forward is set to head to Pleasantville, New York to play Division II basketball at Pace University and study business.